I recently introduced a new service where you can do mock interviews, record them, and practice, and then have me review your answers. It's a service where questions are going to get thrown at you along different topics. You'll record your answers, and I'm going to give you advice about how you could do it better, or give you an attagirl or an attaboy afterwards. So if you go to thebiggamehunter.us/mock, that's going to take you to the site, and I do hope you find it helpful. It has helped a bunch of people. Now, let's get going. This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 2181. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. I like to spend some time 5 days a week talking with you about some element of job search, maybe responding to questions as I do today and as I do on Career Coach Office Hours Friday, that I do as a live stream on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. So I do that at 9 a.m. Eastern, where I answer questions from people that I haven't had a chance to get to. And if you have a question for me, you can always email it to me at thebiggamehunter@gmail.com. In the subject line, put the expression Career Coach Office Hours or Office Hours so I know what it's about. And, excuse me, today's show I answer a question from someone who's been waiting 4 months for feedback. You know what's going on. They don't like it. Hope you enjoy the show. Hope you find it helpful. And we'll be back in just one moment. Support for today's show comes from Jobscan. Jobscan is a site that's going to take a look at your resume, and you're going to copy and paste the job description into another field. It's going to make a comparison and give you a sense of how your resume matches up and makes recommendations for how to fix it. Again, use the link in the show notes. You'll get better results on each resume submission you make. And with that, we'll be back in one moment. Today's question, the headline of the show is a condensation of the full question. Here's the full one. Ready? 4 months have passed and still no feedback. For 2 months, the recruiter didn't reply to a few of my follow-up emails. Is this a bad sign? If they were to accept me, why should it take so long? Before I answer the question, let me just say that if you're interested in my coaching you, if you have complex questions, visit my website. There's information about my coaching you in its various forms, tabs at the top of the site. The address is thebiggamehunter.us. Go there, go exploring. I've got a lot of information there as well. Now, coming back to the question, is it a bad sign? Hell yeah! What, are you kidding me? If you went on a date with someone and they didn't call you back for 4 months, would you be sitting by the phone waiting for them to call? Come on, this is no different. Firms tell you things by what they say and by what they don't say. Their behavior is more important than the words. And when you start holding on to hope, when it's 4 months, a third of a year has gone by, and they've chosen not to communicate with you, even though you reached out to them for 2 months, there's a message in the behavior that's telling you everything you should need to know. Do not wait by the phone like a date waiting for a phone call. Come on. Don't be an idiot. They are telling you that they're not interested. They just don't have the courtesy or the guts to call you or to send you an email. This discourteous behavior should not be rewarded with you still holding on to hope that they are going to contact you. And if they do contact you, here's what I want you to ask them. Hey, thanks so much. I really appreciate the offer, or I really appreciate the opportunity to interview further. I just have to get this one thought out of my mind. The question is, why did it take a third of a year, a half of a year, however long it is, for you to get back to me? I'm just curious about that. What was going on that took so long? and listen to the answer to see if there's any ounce of sincerity, or if they're just giving you some crap that's insincere. That should tell you everything you need to know about this employer. So, yes, it's a bad sign. They're not interested. They don't want to call you. They don't even have the courtesy to email you or text you to let you know. Give it up. Move on to something else. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few things I can do to help you with your job search beyond simply being your coach. First of all, I've got a new book out called The Right Answers to Tough Interview Questions. It is like a cookbook with answers to tons of interview questions that you're going to be asked on interviews. And if you pair it up with my other new book, The Ultimate Job Interview Framework, they are a terrific pair of books to help you with interviewing. In addition, I have a new service where you can practice mock interviews. If you go to thebiggameHunter.us/mock, I've got a service there, very inexpensive, like $99, where we have mock interviews set up. I'm going to be adding more to it very soon, but you can record your answers to them, and then I can critique them and help you perform better on them. You probably have noticed my show notes are pretty thorough with products and services that can help you with your search. And connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/thebiggamehunter. Lastly, my website has a ton of great information. That's thebiggamehunter.us. Now, if you're not ready to go there and go through the blog, put the address in your phone, thebiggamehunter.us, Jeff Altman. So this way, when you're ready to go, you have a way of getting back to my website. Hope you have a terrific day, and most importantly, be great!